Hey, what is going on, guys? So later on today in the mail, I'm expecting to receive my P-Bandai HGUC Toads rotor, which I'm super excited about. But I thought before doing that, we might as well take a look at this other kit here, which is also from the Missing Link side story. This is the HGUC Pale Rider, and specifically this is the ground heavy equipment type, which was a premium Bandai kit, but this is a Gunpla Expo exclusive version of that, which is the Hades mode extra finish version. So it's going to be all kind of metallic and shiny on here as well too. So it should be pretty cool. I've not built any version of the Pale Rider yet. This is probably the most appealing version of it. There's been a few different ones. I like the space type version as well too. But this one is pretty cool. Also, this one was donated by Troy. Thank you again, Troy, for the donation. Really excited to check this one out. And then, like I said, very soon we'll be checking out the Toads Rider as well too. So that one will be super cool. But for now, let's go ahead and check out the Expo exclusive Pale Rider. So the box art there looking very cool. It's basically the same as what was on the original P-Bandai box, I guess. Basically it's just white here on the background instead of being, I think, probably like a black or dark blue, basically what it would have been. It's also in color. I mean, it's basically all blue. We got some yellow and some red on there as well too. Compared to the P-Bandai version, it's going to be a little bit different. Over here on the side of the box, basically the same thing with the name and everything. You got the Gunpla Expo logo there once again. On the bottom of the box, kind of like a P-Bandai kit, you just basically got the name. We do have some photographs over here. You can see what that's going to look like. Now, I believe this is probably what the kit is going to look like straight up built out of the box. Usually on these boxes, of course, you would see a painted sample, but with this being an extra finish version, I think they're probably wanting to show off what the actual extra finish looks like straight out of the box. But as you can see, looking very cool, very blue there, of course. And around on the other side of the box, nothing really there. So let's just go ahead and get it all popped open. So we've got our instruction manual and all of our parts there. We'll go through those runners in just a minute. For now, let's go ahead and take a look at the manual here. You can see just kind of the regular version. So this would be the just P-Bandai version, which we're seeing here is just a painted sample. This is not the extra finish version, but it does look very cool. It's got the visor, but then the two eyes up inside there. You got some information over here about all its different armaments, which it's got a good amount. It's got the bullpup machine gun there, and then also the big 180mm cannon folded up there on his back. So kind of similar to the ground Gundam. I think it's a similar kind of cannon to the 180mm cannon used by the ground Gundam. Around here on the back side, you got the Hades mode. Basically just the visor changes colors, the head sort of like the exam mode of the Blue Destiny. And there's what it looks like from the back. We got some information here, all in Japanese, and a cool image of it there with the two beam sabers it's got. And then we've also got some side stories down here and our color guide there at the bottom. Now, interestingly, if we take a look at this artwork here, we've got kits of, I think, all of these except for the Zeon suits there in the back. Now, I'm not sure exactly which Zaku 2 variant that is. The chest looks a little bit different, so I'm not exactly sure what that is. But there's the Dom with that big massive heat sword, which is like the one that I used not too long ago with my custom Messer. That I used a resin kit from Simpro for that weapon, but there's that. And then you've also got the Saikomu Zaku there in the back, which I'm really hoping that we'll someday get a new kit of that one as well too. Anywho, opening it up to the inside, we got some more information here. So it's basically just seems like your kind of normal manual, like it wasn't even an exclusive manual because you got all this artwork and photographs of the kit in here, information, all this kind of stuff, which you usually don't see in P-Bandai manuals, but we've got a lot of stuff in here, some specs and a bunch of information about the different weapons and everything, the backpack, the thrusters on the back, and in the back of the leg there as well too. We got a couple of pages there of the construction in color, and the rest of it's just going to be all here in black and white, including our parts list there as well. So starting off here is the foil sticker sheet. As you can see, there's quite a lot of stickers on here, unfortunately, and especially on the extra finish version, those color correcting stickers probably not going to be looking too good, so not really looking forward to those. You got the eyes, which is pretty standard there, and head cameras in both versions, the regular mode and the Hades mode, and then all these on there, unfortunately, not looking too good. Also got a PC001 for our polycaps here in gray, and SB13 for our clear reddish pink beam saber effect parts. These are the longer type ones, and these do also maybe seem to be a little bit sort of extra finish, maybe a little bit extra gloss finish on these. They seem a little bit glossier than usual, I think. Alright, so here's our A runner just in one color there. It looks to be in this kind of darker blue, but obviously you can see it's got that super shiny metallic finish on it, looking very nice. So not only is the actual plastic sort of metallic-y, but then it's got a gloss finish sprayed over the top of that, so looking really cool. And then we're going to be here in a darker blue color, also looking really quite nice. A lot of great details on there. We're going to see is a bunch of our joint parts here and detail parts, frame parts, hand parts, things like that, all in this sort of shiny metallic gunmetal kind of color. And we're going to D here is our piece for the visor. So you've got two different ones. One is in a clear greenish blue for the normal mode, and one is in clear red for the Hades mode. Runner E is a few more gunmetal parts there for the shield, the rifles, so basically some weapons parts. And then runner F is, and once again, back to that darker blue color here for that dark metallic blue for some more weapons parts and things like that on the F runner here. So there you have it, guys. Very cool. I think this is going to look great without the stickers on there. With the stickers, I mean, we'll see. But whether you want to paint the kit or not, obviously if you're getting this version of the kit, probably not necessarily interested in painting it. But I might be. I'm still on the fence about that. Anyway, for now, I'm just going to get this built up and then we'll see how it looks. So alright guys, here it is, and I gotta say, for not really being someone who's really all that into like metallic finish or extra finish kind of kits like this, I gotta say that dark blue is looking very cool, all metallic and shiny like that. It's a pretty cool looking kit. The stickers, it does have a lot of stickers, it's very sticker heavy, so I was worried that the stickers are really going to kind of ruin the look of it. And I think, you know, if you really do your best to put them on really carefully, I think they don't take away from the look too bad. They're not that bad looking on there. At the same time, they don't look great, but they definitely do add a little bit of nice little hints of brighter colors in there, the white and yellow. And obviously I've built this up and used the stickers for having it in Hades mode, but of course you can choose to make it in just the normal mode, in which case basically all the little bits of yellow on there, or for the most part, a lot of them would be gray instead of yellow for the stickers, I mean. And then also obviously the visor and head cameras would be in that light blue that we saw rather than the red, but I just decided to go with the Hades mode here for this. Anyway, it is a pretty cool kit, I gotta say, so let's check it out in closer detail here. So just starting off with the most basic accessories, of course, here are two clear pink beam saber effect parts for the beam saber handles stored here on the side skirts. And while we're here, these two hand options that we have on there, just the holding hands, that's all you get with the kit. No other hands whatsoever. That's it, just those two there. And of course we got the little missile pods here, which will have a nice mold line down the side of those, unfortunately. Of course, the bad side of special coating and any sort of plated kits like this is that you are going to see nub marks on them. So for the most part, they're not too visible on this kit, but in some certain areas like these, it's going to be basically impossible to hide some of those nub marks like that. But those missile pods plug onto there, looking very cool. Those are nice and they don't rotate or anything. They're just a straight square or rectangular peg just right into there. We got just our simple bullpup machine gun here, just 3 parts, 2 halves sandwiched together, and then just the barrel tip piece there like that. Just fits into the hand. When not in hand, there's nowhere to store this anywhere on the kit or anything, so that's just as easy as that. And our shield here is pretty cool. All the white that you see on there, that's just white stickers, unfortunately, on the back side there, and then this does extend out like that for sort of pile driver melee combat function there like that. You are definitely seeing some sinks in the plastic because of this metallic high gloss. You can see that it's not super smooth on there, unfortunately, but it's only when it catches the light. This one as well will just plug right onto the side of the arm like that, and it's sticking way off to the side of the Gundam, which is a look I don't usually normally care for, but you just kind of have to position the arm in a way to kind of hide the fact that that's so far away from the actual arm. And then of course the 180mm cannon is just folded up and will stick onto the backpack right there, up underneath the backpack on this side. There's nothing to really plug onto the other sides, that's just kind of there. This plugs onto there, can also be just unfolded, because it's meant to be once it's on the backpack there. There's like this little mechanical arm, unfortunately with an exposed polycap, which is not a very good look, but that will just swing out there, and then there's a handle on the top that will flip out. So you just do your best to kind of get that hand on the handle, and it can be grabbing onto there like that. So pretty cool. Definitely it's a cool design for the weapon, and I think it does look pretty nice in hands, so I really like the look of that. And that's basically it for the weapons. I mean, so it's got a good kind of amount of weapons, but they're all like relatively simple. They're just kind of on there like that as it is. Now just getting back to taking a closer look at the Gundam itself, the sticker for the eyes up underneath the clear visor part is pretty nice. That looks pretty good. You got stickers there, of course, for the head cameras. And yeah, like I said, basically everything that's white and gold on here, you can see these are stickers, the stickers. And around the back side, some more stickers here for good measure. And as far as seam lines go, you will have a seam line here on the forearm, a seam line here on the shoulder, not entirely through all the shoulder, but especially here on the sides of the shoulder there. A little bit of a seam line here on the top of the head as well too. Obviously the safety flag on the antenna, you can cut that off, shave that down if you want. I just haven't cut that off of there yet. And not really too much in the way of seam lines here on the legs. They're pretty much okay without any of that, so that's pretty good. It's mostly just on the back side of the forearms, and the shoulders and the head are kind of typical places for a lot of HG kits, so it's not really too bad. As far as the articulation goes, the head will go up to there, which is looking pretty nice, and then all the way down to there. That's good. The torso section, you got a little bit of bend here, forward and back, not really a whole lot, but just a little bit. Got plenty of rotation here. The shoulder joint has that swinging polycap, but instead of swinging to the front, like is most common, it actually swings out to the back like that. So reaching around to the front, you're going to be a little bit limited, but you got some good back movement there of the shoulder there like that. The shoulder armor will move up. And you can bring the arm up to about there, because it's basically just in that polycap ball and socket joint. So that's going to be about the upward extension limit of the arm there. Not really all that much, just above 90 degrees is kind of the minimum basically. You do have a nice full elbow bend there at the elbow, that's good. The wrist of course just on a ball joint. The front skirts move up and down, those are just attached together at the center. The side skirts as well will also move up and down. Going on here to the back skirts are fixed, nothing moves on the backpack either. It does have some nice detail on that, but nothing moves at all. The hip joint up inside of there will swing side to side like that, and then just the legs in general will rotate there at the top. You can bring the leg all the way up to 90 degrees there, and you got a nice double joint here in the knee for a good full bend there. You've got a double joint here in the ankle, so you should be able to get a pretty good, nice wide stance out of that. Forward, it'll move up to there, back all the way down to there. The foot is just one solid piece, so no toe bend or anything. That's just the extent of that. But you do have some nice detail up underneath the feet. Unfortunately, just a big hollow gap at the front though. Really, that just about does it for this kit, guys. So just really to break it down, I think there's a lot of detail on there, which is really great. It's a very detailed kit, which is nice. So that's really good. And the articulation overall is quite good as well too. It's nothing really groundbreaking. None of like the engineering is really anything like to write home about. It's nothing really super new or super innovative by any means, but it's just good, basic, simple, better than normal kind of articulation for an HG kit, better than a lot of older HG kits, I should say. And it does come with a good amount of weapons and accessories and stuff in there, but then again, on the flip side, there are also a lot of stickers on there, but I think it's just because of the design, there's a lot of these little color apps that if they were going to have this in an HG 1/44 scale, there's no way that they could make all those little color apps and vents and everything all in separate parts. If they were to make an actual MG of this, then certainly those would be separate parts, and that'd be a different story. But as far as HGs go, you can only have so high expectations for tiny little color apps like all that stuff. So straight out the box, in general, I would say this kit is comparable to like a 2015-16 sort of high grade kit. Very good, but not necessarily anything mold breaking or anything like that. Definitely if you're a fan of the Pale Rider design, try picking up one of the kits. Like I said, there's a few different versions and just a normal version of this kit as well too if you don't want the extra finish version here like this. But if you're not necessarily really all that into the design, I wouldn't spend the extra money with this being a P-Bandai kit to go ahead and get your hands on it, only if you're necessarily really into the design. I'm certainly really happy to have this one in the collection, and I'm definitely looking forward to building the Toads Rider. And then later on this year, we've got the Pale Rider Cavalry coming out as well too, which I'm really looking forward to. That one also looks like a really cool design. So definitely some more cool stuff to look forward to from this series. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, you can check the link down below in the video description to check out USA Gundam Store. All the stuff we have on there, you can save 10% off using my coupon code ZakuAurelius10. So check that out. Use the coupon code. That's all down there in the video description. And just thank you guys all so much for your support, watching the video, liking the video, commenting, subscribing, all that's greatly appreciated. And again, just a big thank you to Troy for donating this kit to me. Thank you, Troy. Till next time, guys, have a great day. I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.